I'm Dr. Hartley, and I've seen it too many times. A senior wakes up at night thinking it's just age, but in reality, it's the body's silent alarm, warning of blood sugar swings that can damage your heart, nerves, and brain while you sleep. Tonight, we'll uncover 7 dangerous nighttime signs of diabetes most people miss, and the simple changes that can protect your independence for years to come. After 60, your body's nighttime rhythm changes in ways you can't feel, but they can quietly harm your health. High or low blood sugar at night sets off hidden chain reactions: pounding heart, nerve pain, morning fatigue. Most people don't connect these dots until the damage shows in their energy, balance, or memory. While I always recommend discussing changes with your doctor, today I'll show you the 7 signs to watch for and the science-backed ways to protect your sleep, so your mornings feel strong, clear, and truly yours again. 1. Night sweats and sudden waking. You're deep asleep, then suddenly, you wake up, heart pounding, sheets damp. Most people chalk it up to a warm room or just getting older, but often, it's something far more serious. A silent drop in your blood sugar while you sleep. Here's what's going on inside your body. As sugar in the blood dips too low, your adrenal glands sound the alarm, releasing a rush of adrenaline, the same hormone your body uses in an emergency. That jolt yanks you out of sleep, drenches you in sweat, and leaves your mind on high alert. It's like your fuel gauge hitting empty at 2 in the morning, and your body flashing the warning light. Research in diabetes care found that more than half of older adults with type 2 diabetes experience this nighttime crash at least once a week, and many never realize it. You don't have to feel shaky or confused for it to be happening. Sometimes, the only sign is waking up like this. The good news? A small change before bed can make a big difference. Try adding a slow-digesting protein, like half a cup of plain, low-fat cottage cheese, about 30 to 60 minutes before you turn in. Its casein protein digests slowly, giving your body a steady stream of fuel through the night. And if you like, add a dash of cinnamon. It's a gentle way to help with blood sugar balance. Frank, 71, used to wake twice a night, drenched and restless. After making this one change, his night sweats were cut in half within a week. By week 3, he was sleeping straight through, and waking with the kind of morning clarity he thought he'd lost forever. What most people miss is what comes next, and it's something that can quietly drain your strength every single night. 2. Frequent nighttime urination. You finally drift back to sleep, and then it hits, that urge to get up. Once, maybe twice, sometimes 4 or 5 times before morning. And here's the part most people don't realize. For seniors, it's not just about drinking too. It's often your body trying to flush out extra sugar in your blood. When blood sugar rises too high at night, your kidneys work overtime, pulling water from your tissues to dilute and remove it. It's called osmotic diuresis, and it leaves you running to the bathroom, even when your bladder wasn't full an hour ago. Think of it like an overfilled sink. The excess has to spill out somewhere. In 2021, the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults with poor nighttime glucose control urinated 2 to 3 times more often, and those extra trips were linked to a higher risk of falls. It's not just a sleep problem, it's a safety problem. So, how do we take the pressure off? The fix starts earlier in the day. Sip water steadily from morning through the afternoon, but ease up about 2 hours before bed. That way, you're hydrated without overloading your bladder at night. And here's a tip many of my patients use. Keep dinner balanced, with protein, healthy fat, and non-starchy vegetables. The more stable your blood sugar, the calmer your kidneys stay. Martha, 69, used to make 4 bathroom trips every night. After adjusting her evening fluids and rebalancing her dinner plate, she now gets up just once, sometimes not at all. Her mornings feel calmer, and she moves with more confidence, even on the stairs. Have you noticed your own nighttime trips getting more frequent? Type YES in the comments. Your experience might help someone else spot this early warning sign. And if you think bathroom breaks are annoying, Wait until you hear what happens when circulation slows in your legs at night, and how it can turn into a nerve problem that steals your sleep. 3. Restless legs or tingling feet. You're lying there in the dark, and instead of drifting off, your legs feel like they just won't stay still. Maybe it's a dull tingling in your feet. Maybe it's that crawling sensation that makes you want to move. For many seniors with diabetes, this isn't just discomfort. It's often a sign of peripheral neuropathy, nerve damage that tends to flare up when circulation slows at night. Here's the simple picture. Your nerves are like electrical wires. They need steady blood flow to deliver clear signals. But when high blood sugar damages those tiny vessels, the signal gets fuzzy, a bit like static on an old radio. That static turns into tingling, burning, or an irresistible urge to move your legs. A 2020 study in neurology found that nearly 7 in 10 diabetic seniors reported their neuropathy symptoms were worse at night, and those symptoms cut deep into their sleep quality. Over time, poor sleep only makes nerve pain worse, creating a cycle that's hard to break. So how do we help the nerves calm down? One simple habit is giving your legs a gentle boost in circulation before bed. A light foot massage, even just 5 minutes, can warm the tissues and improve blood flow. Elevating your feet slightly on a pillow can also help reduce pooling of blood in the lower legs. And for some, adding a few slow ankle circles or calf stretches right before lights out makes a noticeable difference. Evelyn, 73, dreaded bedtime because of the tingling in her toes. She started a nightly routine: warm foot soak, a bit of massage, and propping her feet up on a soft cushion. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping straight through most nights, and waking without that heavy, tired feeling in her legs. It might seem like a small fix, but for your nerves, small changes can feel like a rescue. And what comes next? It's a symptom most people overlook entirely, yet it can quietly dehydrate your brain and raise your blood sugar before the sun even comes up. 4. Waking thirsty. It's the middle of the night. You wake up with your mouth so dry it feels like sandpaper. Your throat aches for water, and you can't shake that parched feeling. Most people think, I just didn't drink enough today. But for seniors with diabetes, it's often the opposite. Your blood sugar is pulling water out of your tissues while you sleep. When glucose levels run high at night, your body tries to balance things out by drawing water from cells into the bloodstream. That extra fluid is eventually sent to the kidneys, but along the way, it leaves your mouth, throat, and even your skin dehydrated. It's a bit like a plant left under a heat lamp overnight. By morning, the leaves sag and the soil is bone dry. The Mayo Clinic proceedings reported in 2019 that persistent nighttime thirst was strongly linked to HbA1c levels above 7.5%, a clear sign of chronically elevated blood sugar. And here's the catch: you might not notice any other symptoms until your morning glucose reading is already in the danger zone. One of the best ways to spot this pattern is simple. Check your blood sugar right before bed and again when you wake up. If the readings are consistently high, especially paired with nighttime thirst, it's time to talk with your healthcare provider about adjusting your evening meal or medication timing. George, 66, started tracking his glucose this way and discovered his dinner, a plate of pasta with bread, was spiking his blood sugar well past midnight. By swapping in grilled chicken, steamed vegetables, and a small portion of quinoa, his overnight readings dropped, and those 3 a.m. trips to the kitchen for water stopped almost entirely. Waking thirsty might not seem urgent, but the next sign can set off a chain reaction in your brain that leaves you foggy, irritable, and in pain before breakfast. 5. Morning headaches. The sun's barely up, and before you've even had your coffee, there it is. That dull pressure behind your eyes, or that tight band across your forehead. It's easy to blame stress or a stiff neck, but if you live with diabetes, those morning headaches can be a sign your blood sugar took a wild ride while you slept. Here's the chain reaction. When glucose spikes and crashes overnight, your brain loses fluid and blood vessels tighten. That combination creates the perfect storm for a headache before the day even starts. It's like waking up after a heavy summer storm. The air feels thick, unsettled, and hard to breathe. A 2022 study in the journal Headache found that 41% of seniors with diabetes reported morning headaches tied to nocturnal hypoglycemia, blood sugar dropping too low in the early hours. And here's the sneaky part. You might have slept through the entire episode, unaware of what your body was battling. Breaking the cycle often comes down to how you eat in the evening. If your go-to snack is a bowl of ice cream or a few cookies, you're setting your blood sugar up for a roller coaster ride. Instead, pair complex carbs with protein, like a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter, to slow down the sugar release. Linda, 70, used to keep a bottle of headache pills on her nightstand. We changed her evening habits, swapping sweet snacks for that simple almond butter toast, and within 2 weeks she woke up clear-headed. No pills needed. Morning headaches are your brain's way of telling you the night didn't go as smoothly as you thought. And what happens when the problem moves deeper into your sleep cycles? It can start messing with your dreams and leave you more exhausted than when you went to bed. 6. Vivid or disturbing dreams. You're deep in the middle of a dream, but it's not the peaceful kind. It's vivid, unsettling, the kind that jolts you awake with your heart racing. Most people never connect these dreams to blood sugar, but in seniors with diabetes, the link can be surprisingly strong. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. When your blood sugar drops quickly during the night, your body releases a burst of adrenaline and cortisol to bring it back up. These stress hormones can push you into lighter, more chaotic REM sleep, the stage where dreams feel real and intense. It's like a movie reel suddenly skipping scenes and splicing in the wrong footage. A 2020 review in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that older adults with high glucose variability had significantly more nightmares and fragmented REM cycles. And the impact doesn't stop at your pillow. Disrupted REM means you wake less restored, with lower mental sharpness and more fatigue during the day. So what can you do? Keep your dinner balanced with protein, healthy fats, and non-starchy vegetables to avoid big nighttime glucose swings. And be mindful of alcohol in the evening. It can drop your blood sugar fast, then rebound it just as sharply, creating the perfect setup for disturbed dreams. Paul, 74, had been waking from intense dreams almost every night. By shifting to a lighter, balanced dinner and cutting out his evening glass of wine, his sleep calmed. Within weeks, he woke feeling rested, and the unsettling dreams faded to almost nothing. But when your sleep cycle is already shaky, the next sign can rob you of something even more precious: your energy to face the day. 7. Early morning fatigue. The alarm goes off, but instead of feeling ready for the day, it's like you're dragging a heavy weight out of bed. Your eyes feel gritty, your muscles sluggish, and even after a full night's sleep, you're still tired. For many seniors with diabetes, this isn't just getting older. It's a sign your body never got the deep restoration it needed overnight. Here's why. When blood sugar stays high at night, it interferes with melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. And without proper melatonin release, your cells miss out on critical repair work, especially your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside each cell. It's like plugging in your phone overnight and waking up to find it's only at 40%. A 2021 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that diabetic seniors with low nighttime melatonin levels had 23% higher morning fatigue scores. That's not just about feeling tired. It's a signal your cells are starting the day undercharged. To help your body reset, dim the lights about an hour before bed, and avoid bright screens that trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. And try to have your last meal at least 3 hours before sleep. This gives your blood sugar time to settle, so melatonin can rise naturally. Rosa, 68, used to reach for coffee before she could even think about breakfast. By moving dinner earlier and keeping the lights soft in the evening, her mornings transformed. Within a week, she noticed she didn't need caffeine just to get going. Her energy felt steady from the moment she opened her eyes. Your nights are more than just rest. They're your body's repair shop. And ignoring these signs means starting each day with less strength than you could have. When you think about it, your nights aren't just empty hours between today and tomorrow. They're the time your body restores its balance, repairs its tissues, and prepares you for everything you'll face in the morning. These 7 nighttime signs aren't random annoyances. They're signals. Signals that your blood sugar may be moving in ways you can't feel, yet can quietly shape your heart health, your memory, your energy, and even your independence. The most powerful thing you can do is start noticing. Write down what happens at night. Check your patterns. Share them with your doctor. And don't let "just getting older" be the explanation you settle for. I've seen small changes: moving dinner earlier, balancing your plate, adjusting your evening routine, transform not just sleep, but entire lives. And if one of these signs sounded familiar to you, chances are someone you care about is feeling it too. So here's my invitation. Leave a comment sharing your own nighttime experiences. Because the more we talk about this, the more we can help each other sleep better, feel better, and keep the mornings truly ours. And if this video helped you, share it with a friend or family member. It might be the conversation that changes their nights and their health for years to come.